Okay, everybody. Time to build some roads. Okay. We're gonna turn the game down just a hair. We're back here at Black River. Doing some stuff with my giant ass truck. Now, I forgot that one thing you have to do with this game is when you're done, you need to put you need to turn your trucks off, because otherwise they'll keep running fuel. So I might not even get this thing back to the fuel station in time. What's up, Cheese Miser? I'm going to turn my speakers down a bit. I get a feeling that they're probably echoing a bit. Yeah, like this thing, I might get this thing back to the road and then it's going to die. Yeah. We'll go ahead and let's put all-wheel drive on. Stick me in reverse. You know, Cheese Miser, I'm doing pretty well. I had a good day at work today. You know, a really good day is when you're always busy. I like being busy. So I've been practicing law for 7 weeks now. And so I'm still in kind of the case where I can't really self-start yet. Like, there's stuff I can do, but I can't just, like, go, okay, time to work on John's case, because I don't know what the case is. I don't know what needs to be done. So I had the last about week, I've had a bunch of stuff all kind of hit at once. And today was the day that a lot of it was due. So I had a bunch of going back and forth. Wait. There it is. I just turned my truck off trying to turn the lights back on. So I get to work at about 7:30. Actually 7:35, because I was supposed to be there at 7:30 for doc review with my managing attorney, but I hit a traffic jam and just was late. So I get there at 7:35. We go through some stuff, and he gives me corrections on the big thing that I'm working on. I'm like, okay, well, let me go fix that while you look at this. And so I go and I fix the the thing. He's looking at the thing. More corrections. So I spent about 3.5 hours working on this affidavit for this guy. And so so that was fun because there was no lag. Like, I wasn't sitting there for 20 minutes looking at my phone being like, oh, I wish I had something to do, because I knew what I had to do and I was able to go do it. So that was nice. I billed like 6.5 hours today. I'm supposed to bill 7 a day. But last week, man, I'd be damned if I could bill, hang on. Okay. I'm not going to be able to. Okay, we're just going to switch trucks. Yeah, it's 65. Yeah, full and productive. Loved it. Tomorrow I've got, and the other great thing is, tomorrow and Thursday, my boss is in the office. So he's the attorney of record for everything. So I have to get him to okay everything. Which is kind of annoying sometimes, but it's also a good thing, because if he has a conflict, the entire firm has a conflict. Which means, the court can't just say, well, Caleb, you're going to court. Don't have to do it because he has a conflict. So he's in the office. He's got a day full of meetings tomorrow. But in between the meetings, I'll be able to catch him and be like, hey, please look at this. Hey, I need checks for this. And so I got to go in early again tomorrow to get some stuff ready to send out. But yeah, today was a good day. It's always a good day when because I'm still kind of in the area where I don't really know how anything works. I know what emotion is, but I'll give you a great example. Darth Melkor. The plot of this game is to deliver things and have fun. So we have missions. Objectives, I should call it. Stuck trailer. There's a stuck trailer over here. So we're going to start tracking it, and we're going to go do it. But yeah, so I'll give you an example of knowing stuff but not knowing anything. So I had to file an order of continuance today. Well, I start putting it all together, and I'm getting something checked off with the office manager that literally does know everything. And she goes, do you have your motion cover sheet? And I was like, but it's not a motion, it's an order. Same thing. Doesn't matter. So that's just one of those things that, okay, well, it's not called a motion, so I just didn't know. So it's one of those instances. And, I probably should have known. I've been out of law school for 2 years now. I haven't had to study any of this shit for a year and a half. So I maybe should have known, but it's still one of those cases where if you don't do it, you don't use it, you just forget. But yeah, it's been fun, and I've had fun, which is probably the best part. It is chill, but if you fuck up, the entire office is going to know, and you're not going to have a good day. I fucked. I half fucked. I food like 3 weeks ago. I sent a. Yep. There you go, Cheesemeister. I sent a pleadings packet to court. Oh, here's a big. Okay, what's this? Metal beams and service parts. Okay, so we need to do this real quick so that we can open up this road. So service parts are all the way, or I think they are. We'll find out. So I send this. He checks off everything. He signs everything, and I go to scan it all in. And then I put it in the packet and send it to court. Well, about 4 hours later, I hear, "Caleb, get in here!" And I'm like, "Oh fuck, something happened." Now, he yells just because he doesn't come to your office to get you. So he yells so that you'll hear him from his office. So simply yelling my name is not really grounds to worry. He yelled my name twice today, and it was one of them was just to say good job. And so I walk into his office, and he's holding a blank summons, an unsigned summons. And what a summons just means is it's a notification to the other party that they are summoned to answer the complaint. And it tells them, you have 30 days to answer. If you don't, you'll be held in default. And so I'm looking at it, I go, I don't know, what is it? And he goes, "It's your fucking case, that's what it is." And I felt like 2 inches tall. And I'm looking at it, and I see the caption, which is the name, John v. John. And I was like, no, you signed this. And he looks at it, shows me, and says, "No, I did not." I said, "Sir, you signed it. I gave it to you. You signed it. You signed the face sheet. Then you signed that. Then you handed me the complaint to fix something on, and then you signed the other things. You signed it." And he said, "Well, it's not in the fucking scan." And so what had happened is, while I was finishing up the issues with the complaint for him to sign, the office manager came in and asked me if I had anything for the shred bucket. And I was like, "Oh yeah, I have this stack of stuff right here." And so while I moved it from the left of my desk to the right of the desk, stuff fell down. And when I picked it up, I picked up the signed summons as well. And so that was sitting in the shred box. And what was so kind of weird about the whole thing was he was angry at me. He was genuinely angry at me. And I'm sitting there, my life's over. He's gonna fire me. And so I get the 3 copies, and I get ready to go to court. I put it in the folder for the runner to take the next morning. And then I hear, because my office is close to his, so I can hear when he's on the phone. And I hear him call the office manager and asks, "Hey, who has Jane Doe?" And I'm sitting there thinking, fuck, I have Jane Doe. He's going to yell at me again. And so I'm waiting for the, "Caleb, get in here." And so that comes, I walk in there, and I hand him the folder, and he just starts laughing at me laughing with me about her name. And I was just like, man, this is like some emotional roller coaster you're putting me on. You just yelled at me, and now we're sitting here laughing. But the good thing about that, and I see there's some chat. I'll get to that in just a sec. The really good thing about that is it shows that he's able to compartmentalize. That he's able to know that the Caleb that fucked up on John is not the same Caleb that fucked up on Jane. So he's not. So if I fuck up at 10 in the morning, he's not gonna yell at me the whole day. He's gonna tell me why I fucked up, tell me what to do better next time, and then he's just gonna move on. And I really appreciate that. And the thing that I really appreciate the most is he thanks me. And I don't know if he's just being polite. I don't know if he's being like genuinely thank you very much. It could just be, hey, thanks for doing your fucking job. But being so new at this and having, fuck ups here and there, having him say thank you, it's just it really helps sometimes. Like 2 weeks ago, I was sitting there looking for new jobs because I was like, I can't handle this. And then I had a really good week last week, and it just made me feel better about myself. But okay, what's the chat saying? Enough of my soapbox. Yeah, you really can only learn so much without hands-on experience, and that's the thing that's such bullshit about law school. Is I'll give you a really good example. Okay, so one of the classes in law school, there's two classes, there's multiple classes, but one class is con law, and another is civil procedure. Civil procedure is the procedure of civil law, which is everything that isn't family court, which is divorce, child custody, adoption, stuff like that, and criminal. So, Alyssa, whatever her name's lawsuit against Disney is civil. Your lawsuit against me is civil. So, one of the things you learn about in con law is the what's it called? Good faith and credit clause. And what that means is that every state is required to give good faith and credit to every legal decision of every other state. It's one of the arguments against the gay marriage case, that the Oglethorpe case out of California in like 2009. So one of the arguments against it was that it's not right for the federal government to make a ruling based on about marriage, because marriage is a state issue, and just because it might be illegal in South Carolina for same-sex couples to get married doesn't mean South Carolina won't be required by the 14th Amendment to recognize the marriage of any same-sex couple that moves to South Carolina. So that's why when that Alabama, what's it called? The Alabama clerk that wouldn't give out marriage licenses to same-sex couples in Alabama, a week after the case was decided. That's why that was such a big deal, because Alabama doesn't have to give them out. They just have to recognize the marriages. So the reason I tell you that is so that you'll understand this. So we had a case that this guy came in with his prenup. And I'm sitting there like, okay, well, this is great. The prenup does my job for me. As long as the other side had an attorney look over it and both sides found it equal and fair, then it's fine. Well, that's not specifically true, because while the prenup is binding in the state, let's say it's a prenup out of North Carolina. While the prenup's binding in North Carolina, and it has a choice of law clause, which means wait, was that? Yeah. Oh, and Mel Beams, awesome. What's up, dog? So while it's got all this stuff, South Carolina family judges are not required to give a shit. So in law school, they would have to. But in the real world, it doesn't work like that. So it's just another case of where law school is really just a bunch of bullshit. It's why I like how they used to do it. 300 years ago, you'd go apprentice for 4 or 5 years, and then you'd go out on your own. Salutations, dog. I love that. Man, that took almost 200 liters of gas to drive over here. So how was y'all's day? I know Cheese Manager said he had a good day. What about Dog and Darth Melkor? Did y'all have good days? Okay. Is Kara the limited runs game girl? So this is the thing, and I discussed this at length in something a while back, but I'll do it again because it's actually a really interesting idea. At the end of the day, it depends. So with Gina, it depends on whether or not she actually was fired. So, we've heard a bunch of different things that says A, she was fired, or B, her contract just wasn't renewed. If her contract wasn't renewed, then she's just SOL. If she was fired, then it will depend on the reason for her firing. We all know what the reason was. We know that the powers that be were upset with what she said, and that the smaller powers to be, i.e. the writer's room, wanted to get rid of her and wouldn't let her do, there's all that stuff about her wanting to take them out to discuss this stuff. They didn't want to do that. They didn't want to actually meet with her because, they were like triggered or pussies or something like that. I don't know. I don't know why you wouldn't want to meet Gina. She seems absolutely lovely. So if she was fired, if she can prove that she was fired, she would have to prove why she was fired. If there's enough, so if she's able to prove she was fired for stuff she said, then there's another analysis to do. Okay, well, Disney is a publicly traded company, which means that they are required by law to not infringe on rights. There are some rights. What's up, Erroneous? There are some rights that they can infringe on. They can tell you you're not allowed to bring your weapons into work. So that kind of stuff they can do. But there are freedom of speech issues with publicly traded companies. One of the things that the most protected speech there is political speech. You cannot be fired for political speech. You just can't. In a publicly traded company. You probably can be fired in a private company for, like, if I walk into Biden R Us, a private company, and I say Biden sucks, Trump rules, they could probably fire me. But if I walk into Disney and say I'm voting for Donald Trump and I get fired because of that, that is a lawsuit waiting to happen. You 100% can sue for that, and you will win, because you cannot be discriminated against based on political beliefs. And if she can prove that she was discriminated against, i.e. fired, for her political beliefs, then 100% she'll win that. She should win that. Now, Kara is a bit different, because Limited Run Games, I don't believe, is a U.S. company. I am pretty sure that Limited Run Games is owned by the Embracer Group, and the Embracer Group is a Swedish company. So it depends. It depends on the wordings of their contracts. As I understand it, the Embracer Group is not a public company. Limited Run Games also, I don't believe, is a public company. So they are not beholden to the political speech laws of the United States. But Kara, I think, has an easier shot, because she can prove that she was discriminated against. I think Gina has less of an ability to prove it, but I think we all believe it. So it really, I would love to see the discovery for those cases. And it's a Pixar film. Does that help you know, Runnius, or do you need more details? What's your question, Doc? Nope. A little bit of a bump there. None. Fuck Georgia. And a dog, what I would suggest you decide what your end goal is. If your end goal is to hang out and talk football, then that'll help you kind of figure out what your direction is. If your end goal is to, and I'm being a little facetious here, be one of the great minds that helps decide the future of cinema, then you might want to lean back on the football talk. But I know you love Georgia football. You know, it's really your only fault. But your wife has faults too, you know, liking Florida football. So, man, just both of y'all. Ugh. But yeah, I would figure out what your end goal is. Or if it's just a place to hang out on, Saturday night and talk football, then that'll also help you figure it out. Okay, what kind of fostering do you want to do? Do you want to have the kind of thing that John has, where it doesn't matter that he's got 67 subs, that people with 30,000 people show up to just shoot the shit? Do you want press passes to SEC Media Days so you can talk to Kirby Smart? Hang on, what's the joke? Oh my god. I cannot believe I missed that. Okay, I feel dumb. Man, that movie fucked with me. Because I had lost my mom to cancer like 2-3 years prior to that. And it kicked my damn ass. But it's kind of like I really liked How I Met Your Mother when it was coming out, and then they ended it by killing the mom off with cancer, and that was like a year after my mom passed away. And I was just like, "Are you fucking kidding me? This is how you end this show I've been watching for 5 years?" Yeah, I was really angry about that one. It was very wholesome. The Up, that is. Okay. So, Darth Melkor, you asked me what the objective of this game is. It's this. So, here's another quest mission thing. And so, I am trying to back up enough so that I can get within range of claiming the trailer. We've connected the winch because I have this trailer bed, so I can't actually attach. Wait, maybe I can. We'll find out. Yeah, I can't actually attach it. So, yeah, we'll attach the winch through the back. But it was, it's still a kids movie, so you've got to have lighthearted entertainment in it. That's one of the reasons why the new MCU stuff doesn't work, because they're making kids movies out of stuff that isn't kids stuff. It's kids can read it, and it may comic books may be for children, but the MCU was not a kids programming. It was, at best young adults that had been they had seen some stuff. So they didn't have to make jokes out of everything, which is what they're doing now. Yeah, now, erroneous. You're 100% correct. They used cancer because they didn't know how to end it. They realized that they had backed themselves into a hole because all the fans wanted him to end up with Robin. But they realized, well, we can't just say, and that's how I met Robin, because you already told us that 9 years ago. So yeah, that's 100% what they did. Oh, I'm getting a little close to that edge. Wait. What do you mean? What are you talking about? Oh, hey, would you look at that? The stream is playing again. Love the floating circle over the still image of the stream. Is something wrong with my stream, guys? Oh. Oh, did it? Okay. Is it working for you now, dude? I'm gonna assume that's probably a you problem. You know you might have internet issues or something like that. Okay. Cool. I'd like to do what X does. Do live talking football and Star Wars. So, I mean, you can do that. I'm sure you've heard him and other people talk about, you know, the all-knowing algorithm. The algorithm isn't going to like it. You know, they don't like multi-functioning channels. These gaming streams are probably killing any shot I have of, you know, getting people to watch my videos, because YouTube will only show the gaming streams. But I enjoy doing it. I want to play. I want to talk to subscribers. I almost said fans, and I was like, oh, that's such a dumb thing to say. So I'm just going to keep doing it, because screw the algorithm. Oh, I probably shouldn't have said that out loud. There we go. I mean, dude, you can 100% do that. You know, if you know, that computer and stuff's coming in at the perfect time, because football season starts next week, which blew my mind. It feels like it's still like 3 weeks away. But I mean, at the end of the day, I don't really know shit. I mean, I probably know like a handful of stuff more than you know, because on how all this works. Because I mean, I'm not sitting there like trying to do the math and figure all this stuff out so that I can I really don't want to do this one. What's over here at the church? Yeah, I mean, you could do that as well. You could do Star Wars Dog and Dog Star Wars. But my understanding is also that it only really hampers you when you really start growing. Like, the algorithm it's not for me. I have 173 subs. It's not for me. The algorithm is for, like, you know, people with 5,000, 10,000 above. The people who are looking for growth. Okay, there's supposed to be a thing right here. Maybe I need to pull into the parking lot. Okay, I don't see anything. There should be something right here. Weird. Alright, let's come over here to Motel Woes. You know, actually, I take back the algorithm thing. It's actually made for people with 500 subs. I think we know someone like that, dog. But yeah, I mean, dude, you could have a Saturday night stream. Honestly, it's too bad people work Monday mornings, because the best stream for football ever would be Monday morning quarterback. Or you could do a Sunday morning, since it's college and the game is on what do you call it? It's on Saturday. Uh-oh, I might be stuck. So the only problem with having a truck that's as big as this one is when you're trying to go around these areas, you can't really cut the corners, because the parking things, like that structure you just saw, will actually get in between your wheels and stop you from being able to do anything. Okay, where's this curtain side trailer? Is that what this is? Okay, so we need to take a left, go up here, and do that. Saturday nights. You gonna call it after the whistle? Does a dog whistle have a specific name? Because that's what you could call it. You could call it, if it's like, I mean, I don't know what it would be called, but if a dog whistle had a specific name, you should call it after the, and whatever that is. Carolina Panthers, my friend. And we suck. There's my truck that's out of gas. Show task, accept. So, Melkor, I'm glad you said that, because the one of the things that I really like, and I see it a bunch. I've seen a bunch of people do it. I've seen EBN do it. I've seen X-Wing do it. I've seen Gary from Neurotic do it. I've seen Ryan do it. I've seen all these people do it, and some people do it more than others, but there's a tendency to read a headline and assume that you know what the article is about. And we've seen a bunch of people get burned by doing that. But I noticed it a lot when I started going to law school. And an example would be a couple years ago, or actually like 7 years ago, because it made its way all the way to the Supreme Court. But like 7 or 8 years ago, this cop was chasing this guy through through basically a subdivision, and the dude started going through the backyards of places, and the cop got attacked by a neighbor's dog, and the cop shot the dog. And it made the dude sued the owner of the dog sued the police officer and the police department. And case made its way all the way to the Supreme Court, and the Supreme Court basically said that the cop was not derelict in his duty and did not was protected. That we're not going to let you sue him because he was chasing a violent criminal. And they kind of say in the order, if he hadn't been actively chasing, if there wasn't reasonable fear and all this kind of stuff, then we probably would have found for you. So the news organizations printed the story as Supreme Court says cops can shoot your dog. No, that's not what the Supreme Court said. The Supreme Court said this cop was not in trouble for shooting the dog. So I've seen a bunch of people get either fooled or jump to conclusions based on what articles and even the news says. And it's gotten to the point that, like, someone will be talking about something, and I'll look up what they're talking about, and I'll read the whole article, and I'll be like, hey, did you read the rest of the article? Because they go on to say everything that you're talking about isn't true. So, are you lying to us, or did you just not read the article? Now, X-Wing and EBN and Gary, they haven't. I haven't seen them go and do it that far. Like, they're not necessarily wrong in what they say, but one great example is the whole Filoni said Luke wasn't a Jedi. And it's like, no, that's not what he said. He said that Yoda said, in this moment, you're not a Jedi. Which is true. It's just, Screen Rant and everyone else said, oh, clicks, money. And, to EBN's credit, and I think X-Wing did the same thing, they completely owned up to it. They said, hey, we got fooled. Sorry. We'll do better next time. So, I say all that because that's what I'd really like to be, and what Danny and I have talked about being, is kind of a voice of reason. That, I don't think we can ever expect Star Wars to be as good as George Lucas' Star Wars. Because, and even to that point, we, as a fandom, we kind of organize ourselves by the trilogy that we're fans of. So we have prequel fans, we have sequel fans, and we have original fans. And, there are people that say, "Oh, I'm a fan of the sequel, of the prequels and the originals." Sure, but you definitely like one more than the other. And so I don't think we'll ever. And so I bring that up because prequels and originals are done by the same guy. But there are people that love the originals that hate the prequels. There are people that love the prequels that aren't as big fans of the originals. So I think if Disney really wanted to, they could do almost as good a job as George did. They could easily, and I kind of feel like they proved that, because I don't really know anyone that hates Rogue One. I kind of wish there had been more lightsabers in it. I feel like Star Wars without lightsabers is kind of dumb. But I liked the movie. I thought it was really good. It's probably my 5th favorite Star Wars movie. But what was I saying? See, this is the problem when I start talking. I just kind of keep going and forget where I was going. Let me see what the chat's been saying. What's up, Ronnie? Let's see. Yeah, it's been rough for you guys for a while too. Yep. You mean to tell me you don't like the ambiguous rules to determine what better teams to win? What if I call it 11 deep on Saturday? Dog, I actually like that. I actually really like that. I like, and this is going to sound a bit weird. Not for anything bad, so Ronnie, you don't need to worry about clipping it. But I like when people manage to take numbers and use them in their titles to mean different things. That's an example. But I think people leave out numbers for stupid reasons. But yeah. Okay, what are we doing? Find the pump near Steel River, find the pump near the garage, find the pump near the farm. So you wanted them to take Clone Wars and just make it live action? Pump over there. Pump over here. Okay, where am I? I'm right here. Numbers are hard, Ronnie. Okay, we're going to come up here and we're going to take a right at the truck that I left abandoned. And we're going to go through here. We're going to pull the pump out. I feel like this is probably some sort of truck. Not truck. It's probably a trailer. So I can easily use this. Yeah. So not Rebels, but the... Wait, are you talking about the Tarkovsky one? Which is actually 05, I think. The 2D ones. The one where Mace punches open Windu's armor. No, the one where Mace punches up Grievous's armor. Wow. Whew. Holy shit, 8 people in here. Wow. So yeah, I agree. And you know, I've said this a bunch of times. I think, you know, some people have already heard me say it today. But what Disney realizes they need to do is they need to start pulling. Disney keeps trying to land the big whales. They're not going to do that. Disney needs to pull in normies and I'm gonna call them normies and mediums, because if I say something else, Ronnie will just clip it forever. But Disney needs to pull in normies and mediums. Mediums are the people that watched, they watched Clone Wars, they watched Rebels, they know who Ahsoka is. They're the ones that would have sat there during that episode of Mando with Ahsoka in it and gone, "Oh, that's really cool." That's who they need to pull in, and they can pull those fans in with 6.5s and 7s easily. And then, after some success, after getting a couple of these people to say, "Hey, Mr. Big Fan, you know, you might like this. I was pleasantly surprised, but you might like it." Then they might be able to start pulling in the super fans. Disney be chubby chasing. Okay, I've got to look to see where I'm going. I need to get to. Honestly, I need to get here and take a left. So if they could, if they need to get on base with Ahsoka, they need to be able. Someone like me needs to be able to go. Okay, that was actually good. Do I think I'm going to go? That's the greatest thing I've ever seen. Absolutely not. I don't think there's any chance in hell. But if I can walk out, if I can turn my computer off tonight, going, I can't wait to watch next week. Then they will have won so far. That's all they need to do. If they could just, we don't need another chapter 16. Chapter 16 isn't what made us watch Mandalorian. They just need to do better. They're sitting there with like 3s and 4s and being happy with it. You need to be. This isn't dating. You need to be sitting there trying to pull 7s and doing a good job. Stop trying to insert politics. It's kind of like there are people that say Star Wars has always been political, and then there's people that say Star Wars has never been political. That's not true. Star Wars has been political. It just didn't. It didn't sit there and look at you and go, "See what I did there? See what I did there? See that? That's what we believe." It didn't do that. It sat there and made a statement, and then it allowed everyone, notwithstanding how they felt about things, to view the movie. You think Anakin just happened to say, "If you are not with me, then you're my enemy"? Which is 2 words off of what George Bush said on the floor of Congress in 2001? Absolutely not. George Lucas put that quote in there on purpose. Okay, we got to the. Oh my God, this isn't the trailer yard, is it? Oh, I'm at the wrong spot. Can I go around? I can. Yes, that'll work. Ooh, this is gonna be rough. I gotta get there in like 2 minutes. So we will run small amount of gas. Hang on, guys. I'll look at the chat in just a sec. It's going to be really close. Not going to happen. Damn it. Okay, let's put the parking brake on. And where's my garage? All the way over there. F. What's this? Can I get that? Nope. Let's see. What's their last big original IP? Pirates that came out in early 2000s. Let's see. Disney last original IP. Oh, let's see. So that depends. Um, are we talking about something released by Disney that when you go to see the movie, the Disney castle pops up at the beginning? See, I always forgot that Star Wars has TV series because I never watched any of them because I had public broadcasting. Yeah, no, I was in that boat for a while too. I disagree, Melkor. I don't think they would. Um, I think. Oh shit. Okay, we gotta go to the Chevy, and we've got to. We have to do something. Recover. Um. Let's see. Trilogy. It's Avatar. I mean, I know Avatar hasn't gotten to a trilogy yet, but that'll be it. That'll be its last big IP. But you're right, which is it's kind of sad that that's their excuse for original storytelling, which if I recall correctly, is literally just fucking. Hang on, do I have a gas thing around? I think I've got a gas thing around. I don't need to. We'll find out. Let's look at the map. Maybe there's a gas thing around here. Neither of those. Isn't there a gas? Man, I know there's a tiny gas trailer somewhere. I don't know. Oh my gosh, Ronnie, man, have you? Can y'all tell that Ronnie's like 16 years old? What's public broadcasting? Oh my god. You know, you used to have to turn to channel 3 to be able to get your TV to play video games. Ronnie, I tell you what, that would be a funny video to do. If you did like a diss on yourself and had like Daimyo do your voice for it, but make it like a oh, that's what you do. Didn't like 11 deep. Oh. Why? Because there's like sexual connotations as well, or because it's assuming you're going to be drinking 11 beers every Saturday. Not like you don't already. So I mean, maybe not every Saturday. Or what a VHS is. Oh my gosh. Um. I didn't get what. Remind me, Melkor, because I've actually forgotten. What did VHS stand for? Was it like Video Home System? VGA. Oh my god, there's another one. There's no way. Ronnie, I literally don't think Ronnie's old enough to have actually used VHS. Because I started having DVDs when I was like 50, when I was 10 years old. And I'm like 14 years older than Ronnie. VGA. How do you don't know what VGA? There's no way you know what VHS is, but Or there's no way you used VHSs and don't know what VGA is. VGA is the red, yellow, and white cords. Video something audio. I don't remember what the G stood for. Ooh, DVI. Ooh, I might actually be out on the DVI. At least I don't remember what it is. Is it the... I think that's VGA, what I'm thinking of. Is DVI the thicker thing in the back of the computer? I'll tell you what I really want to do in this game. I really want to get one of these trucks and actually like go off a ramp. I want to see. I want to see if they've got the physics for that. That's okay. That's what I thought. Yeah, I've used DVI. Hell, I actually had a DVI connection on my last computer. I bought a computer, a brand new Omen 25L. Like 2 or 3 years ago, and it shipped with a 1650 in it with a DVI connection. And I was like, "Are you kidding me?" I mean, it was 2020. Actually, I think it was 2021. Oh. Do. Ooh, damage. Oh, crap. Can y'all hear that? I muted myself while I chewed. I didn't think y'all would be able to hear that. Apparently you can. Yeah. Erroneous. Yeah, it's the red, yellow, and white. Wait, no, that is... Cheese Miser. Yeah, the 3 chords is VGA. What? Which one's VGA then? Man, you are fucking with my head right now. Oh my, that's right. Okay, then I might not actually remember what DVI is then. Man, I was so close to this thing. Ooh, those things are not fun to drive. Change truck, trailer store, scout fuel carrier, refuel. There we go. Change truck. There we go. Okay, yeah, bro, you might have me on DVI. I might know it. If I look it up, I might be like, oh yeah, that one. Bravo, you know what the brand new USB, well actually it's not even brand new, you know what one of the newer USB things is? We're so proud of you. Aww. Chat's getting along, it's so cute. You know, it actually might behoove me to actually recover my vehicle. Pump. And pump. Yep. Well, nah, because I have to backtrack. Nah, I'll just keep going. Alright guys, I'm going to eat a couple more chips, so I'm going to mute my mic, because no one's here to listen to me chew food. That's weird. No, Ronnie, when he says Game Boy, he's talking about a Nintendo gaming product, not what you call your Rent-A-Boy. The Game Boy Advance SP. I had a blue one. It was kind of fancy, wasn't it? Rent-A-Boy. It's what you weird Californians call your escorts. Rain Boy. No, it wasn't baby blue. It was kind of dark blue. So the Game Boy Color had a baby blue one. This one was dark blue. And it had a very interesting quirk to it. So I was playing the Return of the King game on my SP one day, and I dropped it in a creek. And so I was like, "Oh my god, my Game Boy's ruined." This is like, I don't know, 2 days after Christmas, after I got it. And so it worked fine. Except the really weird thing is that anytime I played Return of the King and I ate fruit or lemon bread or anything that gave my character health, if my Game Boy had the red light for low battery on, it would turn green. Every time. As if the Game Boy was getting more energy from my video game. Yes, I realize not actually possible, but it's what happened. So there might have been a baby blue one. Mine just wasn't baby blue. Yeah, Ronnie, that those retro game stuff are big. That's big stuff now. Sorry about the hiccups. Oh damn. Oh, I had some trouble with my engine going on. Lord of the Rings gives all things energy, as if a blessing from God. Like Shakespeare said of mercy, it is twice blessed. It blesses he that giveth and he that receiveth. The quality of mercy. Merchant Advance is such a good play. Yeah, I had Cobalt Blue. Oh, that just sounds even cooler. Alright, so we're going to pull into the garage here. I've got some money in the game now, so we're going to see if I can't upgrade this thing at all. Customize. Engine. 24,000. I don't have enough. Let's go with the advanced special. Can I sell the... For 29, awesome. Tires. All-terrain. I don't think I want all-terrain. I think I want to stick with my mud tires. Winch. Spare wheel. Snorkel. So that's what I got right now. Let's save here. Let's see. Oh, I had a... You know what? I think I also had the Cobalt Blue DS as well. But that was the last of my my Nintendo. I left Nintendo after that. That's what I want. Oh, yay! Who wants a, let's call it June coloring? Oh, let's go with white. I like that. See. Ooh, Harsh Driver. Barbie. I'm going to do the Route Searcher. Off-road. Okay. We're going to leave garage. I like that. Get y'all a little bit of white, since apparently Michigan doesn't want any of the snow that we're supposed to have. That was fluorescent. You are 100% correct, my friend. Thank you for giving me clues to gain to stuff I already know how to do. Now the good thing is that roof rack I added has extra fuel and repair supplies. So I probably won't need to get rescued ever again. Because it should have like 200 fuel in it. Which should be plenty to get to any sort of fuel depot around. Man, it's 7:44. I got about a half hour left, guys. And this is probably it for this week. I might record a video tomorrow night and release it Thursday or Friday. But I will tomorrow night there won't be a gaming stream because I have to go deal with some car stuff. And then Thursday I'm actually driving up for. I'm actually going out of town Thursday through Saturday. I might play some of this on Saturday and Sunday, but I know I was talking to someone about doing a stream about some stuff on Saturday. So we will see what transpires. Come on. Come on. Okay, let's see if I can just straight up ford this. Oh. Yeah, that was too much. Too much water there. Use the winch to keep pulling. It's enough. Now, what we're going to do is we'll trigger this one while we go to finish the other one. Ooh, that thing got busted. And one of the cool things is, if I wanted to, if I thought this truck that I just found could make it, I could actually repair it right here and drive it out. But I don't think she can actually make it. So, come on. Come on. Hang on. Big old log. Gotta go around. Okay. So, this thing is going all the way to the farm, which is the quagmire on the other side of the garage. Man, that's some American power right there. Oof, 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 oof. This truck don't care about nothing. Nothing's getting in its way. You don't like boats, Erroneous? Desert is in my blood. Man, that sounds like a country music song. Choose Miser. You're absolutely wrong. Lizzo is this size, and she can't go anywhere. But thanks. Ooh. Yes, she is. And done. I think I'll go trigger fallen power line and see what I need to do that. Come on, power! You know, sometimes my genius just amazes me. What's the Zubcraft? Now, it seems to me I need a, what's it called? A crane to do this, but I don't remember. Metal beams, concrete blocks. Where do I get concrete blocks from? Ah, okay. Yeah, I definitely could. Dude, that thing, doesn't that thing haul M1 Abram tanks? Ooh, that was a tight turn right there. So, my guess is that this thing is probably bigger from front to back than an Abrams tank, but it probably doesn't weigh more. Let's see what's on that trailer right there. It looks like it's just concrete blocks, so I don't think it's worth the hassle to carry it over there. Yeah, looks like it's just 4 things of concrete. Well, I don't need 4 things of concrete. I can just go get metal beams and 2 concrete blocks. Abrams jet engines? Are you talking about like the... When you say jet engines, do you mean like the rockets they put on the outside of AC-130s to take off quickly? Ronnie, my name is Caleb, not Kalen. I wouldn't say I'm excited, but neither am I, like, ambivalent. I'm looking forward to it, I will say. Yeah. I don't think this is 205 tons. Yeah. 440,000 pounds. Yeah, I think it's probably 15 tons. I mean, here, guys, it's a Zik Z612H. Zik Z612H. Let's look it up. 205 Lizzos. Nah, Lizzo. See, it's funny because Lizzo actually only weighs half a Lizzo. Oh, those new fog lights I put on are quite good. Nah, I knew what you were doing there, Ronnie. I just, I gotta dish out a little bit, otherwise, you're underestimating her weight. I'll tell you what I find probably the most fascinating part about that is about her, and this is weird. This is weird that I'm fascinated about this, but as far as I can tell, and I've looked very little into this, she is a rather active performer. So, like, on her in her show, she does a lot of dancing. Now, whether or not it's good dancing or anything like that is a whole other story. But it's still a lot of movement. And they don't, she doesn't just show up at the concert and do that. She's got to practice that. So the fact that she's still so heavy means she must just be taking in. Her caloric intake must be humongous for her to be as active as I would assume she is. It is a Zik Z612H. Zulu India Kilo Zulu 612. Oh my god. Dog, what's H? Fuck, hotel. Thank you. God. Way to make a kid feel dumb. Man, are you gonna go, truck? Why are you... I feel like you're moving way too slow. Is the parking brake on? No. Bro, I found it hilarious that this girl I know posted on her Instagram story a post of Lizzo and wrote, "OMG, I just love you, Lizzo." And literally the next day, Lizzo got canceled for sexual harassment. See, this is the thing. She hasn't been canceled. Like, she may have gone, she may be a little more quieter than she normally is. But they haven't canceled her, and it's because she's part of the movement that they love. So they're waiting to see whether or not they can get her out of this shit. That's why the news isn't reporting on this shit anymore. Metal beams and concrete blocks. Here we go. Yeah. Oh, I'm not going to be able to get... 2 things of concrete blocks. Okay, this is what we'll do. I wouldn't normally do this, but I don't really want to. So we will pull this with us. And we'll put some concrete blocks in it. Cargo management. Wait. Damn it. It has to be attached to me. Now I'm annoyed. No, Ronnie, I don't think I am going to play that game. I'm not a huge fan of horror. Refuel. Oh, wait. Okay, so my my stuff didn't have nearly as much gas as I thought it might have in it. I'll have to remember that. I wouldn't eat the banana either. Yeah, I mean, look. Also, again, as a lawyer, she is innocent until proven guilty. And they have not, she's only being civilly sued. She is not, no criminal charges have been filed. At least not that I'm aware. So even if the other party wins at trial in the civil suit, all that means is that the jury found it more likely than not that she did what the other party claims she did. Okay, dog, what does that mean? What does 2.92 M mean? See you, cheese miser. So, Ronnie, so when I say that, I mean it's kind of a it's kind of an oxymoron. You can only be sued in civil court. When you go to criminal court, you're being prosecuted. So, she's being sued. She's not being prosecuted. So whether that means they don't have enough to prosecute her. Of course, actually, she can't be prosecuted at all in the United States because the action didn't occur here in the United States. Didn't it occur on the world tour? When she was in, like, Denmark or something like that? So we actually don't have the means to try her here at all. Now, some of these are real vehicles. Like the truck, the pickup I was driving earlier is a Ford F-150. So, you know, Ford probably gave the licensing rights, but whoever makes the truck this thing's based off of probably didn't want to give the licensing rights. It's kind of like what GTA does with their cars. We're getting close. I'm really annoyed now because I'm pretty sure I see... Hang on, let's pull in here. What are these right here? Damn it. I could have just... I wish I had paid attention. So what we'll do is we'll drive this over there. We'll recover it. We'll put a crane on it and then go to that big trailer that has cement blocks on it and put one of the cement blocks on a trailer and take it over there. Also, erroneous. It's probably trademark issues, not copyright issues. So you can actually trademark the shape of a car. I think it's Lotus. Lotus from out of the UK tried to do that with their, I think, Esprit shape, and I don't remember if it ended up working. I know Top Gear did like a... You should call this phone number, and when they ask you what the shape is, tell them it's a copier machine. High gear. Do I want high gear or do I want low gear? Low plus. Seems to be moving better. So low plus for going up hills in mud. Uses a whole lot of gas. Yep, 100%. Right across someone's farm. They haven't built a road this, or a catastrophe this thing can't go across. Slow down a bit. And now we're gonna go around again. Turn hard, let's go. Oh, no, that broke. Okay, so we're going to drop these two things off. And now we're going to recover to here, where we're going to customize it by putting... Oh, I can't get any kind of crane? It's a log crane. What's this? Loading crane. I might be able to use that. Fire tank. Oh my gosh. Wow, that's really cool. I'm going to take that to Hawaii. Flap. Not enough money. I can't sell that. Can I sell... No, it's free. I don't want to sell that. Okay. But I should be able to hook a trailer to this. Zombie complex guard grass wasn't concerned. Well, I mean at 500 liters, I'm not too concerned about gas in this thing. Attached trailer. Might still be too far away. Up there we go. Okay, so now all we need to do is hope that the crane that I just attached can reach to that trailer. Ooh, quite loud. Those quad horns working overtime. Do, 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 do. Okay, come on. Come on, truck. Let's go. Come on, Vamonos. Was it this one? Or I think it's the next one. Yeah, it's the next little camper part. What we want to do is we want to pull up right next to it. Functions. Activate anchor. Let's turn on beacons. And crane mode. So okay, we're gonna have to tip this over. I'm trying to... Okay. Restore crane. So let's back up. Well, I got further than I thought I would before it started messing up. Okay, let's attach trailer. So I can't use the crane. I can't use my crane to lift the concrete blocks while the concrete blocks are still attached to that trailer. So I need to connect to the trailer, unattach the cargo, then do the same thing I'm doing right now, a bunch of UEs, so that I can then reconnect to this trailer. Now I'm on a hump right now, or a stump. So I'm praying that that's not gonna. Nope, doesn't look like it's really affected me. Oh, that hurt my back. Attached trailer. Unpack cargo. Detached trailer. Let's attach winch from here to there. Now we're gonna pull this up. Damn it. Okay. What's up, Marvel purist? I was thinking about you earlier today. I was listening to someone have a conversation about how there's no such thing as like a A-list Marvel superhero. And I was just thinking, man, what a... Like, how dumb do you have to be to say something like that? Okay, let's flip this. Okay, we're going to release the winch. We're going to use my crane. How do I... Oh yeah, crane mode. Chilling like a villain. Okay. Okay. There we go. Lift. Come on, pull it. Yes. Restore crane. We're gonna push it very up, not that heavy. So are you shilling for, who are you shilling for today? Are you shilling for Disney, Zack Snyder, Bob Iger? What about Feige? I know they're all your heroes. And I just lost a sub. Attached trailer. Okay. Activate anchor, crane mode. Okay, hopefully everything will reach. I don't think it'll reach. Lift. Yes. Now detach. Restore crane. If we speed off, that should fall in there. And then I should be able to pack cargo. Yes, just like that. And that's how you make a really simple process incredibly excruciating in this game. Because it didn't need to be that hard. But I'm a stubborn son of a bitch, so I was going to do it my way or the highway. Justin, I will give that a look in just a second, my friend. Turn. Ooh, that thing turned real hard. And here we go, guys. There we go. It's repaired. Yay! Okay, let's see what Justin said. Yeah, I think Dummy was talking for populace. I was talking about actual comic book. I mean, when you rank Star Wars movies, you don't rank according to The Godfather or Gladiator. It's in that universe or genre. So when you say someone's a B character, you're talking about the universe they're in my opinion. None. The Rebel Moon does look to be the most promising. Supposedly after the two movies drop, an RPG is coming out. Hopefully the movie sticks the landing. Man, that would be... Yeah, it's quite a dark and spooky forest. Woo! That would be really cool. Look, I think Zack Snyder's biggest problem was that he took a universe that has always relatively been happy and bright, minus Gotham, and made it dark. But if he can create his own universe and do all his own Snyderisms, I think it's got a lot of potential. But guys, I finished the stuff that I wanted to do tonight. It is now 8:30. I'm very tired. So I'm going to go ahead and end this. Thank you so much to everyone that stopped by. I know you just got here, Justin. I'll do it again later, so this won't be the only little bit of this that you got to see. Dog, thank you so much for coming by. Ronnie, Cheese Miser, Erroneous. I think there were one or two others, but I don't remember. Darth Malcor, thank you so much. But yeah, everyone, thank you so much for stopping by. I hope you've enjoyed it. And yeah, we'll be back with some top-notch discussion at another time.